no matter how many times I see it. It's such a huge building. If I can pass today's interview, I'll be able to work at this admired company from next spring. I need to do my best in the interview. I'm starting to feel nervous. I'm Michi Shirai, a 22-year-old fourth-year college student who is currently job hunting. I feel like I'm getting sick. Maybe it's because of the nervousness.
Is everything okay? Are you feeling unwell? I'm Riku Sugiyama, a 25-year-old company employee working at this company.
No, I'm fine.
Are you here for the job interview by any chance?
Yes, I'm just nervous, that's all.
Indeed, job interviews can be nerve-wracking. I was nervous too. But I think there's no one who doesn't get nervous, right? When I think about it that way, it eases my mind a bit. Relax, relax.
Thank you.
It would be great if we could work together at this company next spring.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Well then.
He's such a kind person, and a bit charming too. That's right, I shouldn't be nervous. Relax, relax. And now, having passed the job interview and joined this company, I have a different set of emotions. Sugiyama-san, are you available right now?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
I finished the task you asked me to do.
Wow, impressive! You're quick.
Oh, it's nothing. By chance, I ended up working under Sugiyama-san, who was kind to me on the day of the job interview. I've noticed some translation errors and input mistakes with the documents I took care of, so I fixed them myself.
Sorry, I didn't realize there were so many mistakes.
Double-checking is part of my job, so it's not a problem for me. However, since it involves numbers, it would be better to be a bit more careful, I think.
You're right. With this many mistakes, it's hard to tell who's the mentor and who's the mentee.
If there's anything else I can help with, please let me know.
Yeah, thank you. Whew, I'm in trouble. I'm too absent-minded. But Shirai-san is such a cool woman, always composed and never showing any weakness. Even when I try to start a conversation, it feels a bit cold. Well, it's no wonder she has a mentor like me who makes careless mistakes.
I'm glad I could be useful to Sugiyama-san again today. It feels like destiny that he, who was kind to me on the day of the job interview, ended up being my mentor. I can sense it. Now, it's break time. What should I have for lunch?
By the way, Takaski, remember that brief conversation we had before? Well, actually joined a marriage consultation agency.
Huh? A marriage consultation agency?
Whoa, seriously? That's some determination! Yeah, I guess it gives that impression. Actually, going on a date with a woman they introduced to. Wow, I hope it goes well!
Oh no, Sugiyama-san is looking for a marriage partner, and he already has a date planned. Using a marriage consultation agency means he wants to get married as soon as possible, right? If I'm not careful, he'll be taken by another woman. What should I do?
A few days later.
I've been thinking for a few days, but I can't come up with a way to stop Sugiyama-san's marriage hunting. Should I just confess straightforwardly? No, I don't have that kind of courage. But at least I should convey my feelings to him.
Shirai-san! Shirai-san! I've been calling your name for a while now.
Sorry.
After that, I had you double-check the documents for me. I don't think my numbers were wrong, but there seems to be a mistake in the numbers you input. Can you fix it?
I'm sorry.
It's unusual for Shirai-san to make a mistake. Well, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Just be more careful, okay?
Yes.
Friday night, I was soaking in the exhaustion from work and the feeling of being released. Whew! I'm tired again today. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow are days off. I should relax. Now, what should I have for dinner? Maybe something simple.
Welcome home.
Huh? Shirai-san, why are you here?
I came to cook dinner.
Why?
I thought Sugiyama-san must be hungry.
Huh? But even if you suddenly come like this, it's troublesome. Besides, how did you know my address? We've never talked about personal matters, right?
Takasugi-san told me. When I said I wanted to treat you to a homemade meal in your room, he immediately told me.
Takaski! It must be his doing!
I understand that it's bothersome for me to suddenly intrude. I can sympathize with that, but I'm in a desperate situation right now.
Huh? Desperate situation? What do you mean?
I think Sugiyama-san knows it well.
Me? What are you talking about?
Were you working overtime? Honestly, I got tired of waiting.
Sorry. But don't change the subject! And why do I have to apologize?
That's not the point. You always used to say, overtime is something inefficient workers do. It's better to prioritize tasks and develop a habit of efficiency in work. It's unusual, isn't it?
Something urgent came up, so the plan got disrupted. It's a common thing to happen, so it can't be helped. But that doesn't matter anymore. It's late, so go home.
I've been waiting all this time. I'm also starving and exhausted. I'll cook, so could you let me into your room?
It's a bold move that I can't imagine coming from the usually cool Shirai-san. I don't understand why you're doing this, but I can't let my company junior come into a single guy's room like this.
But you're hungry, right? Wouldn't it be more enjoyable to eat together rather than eating alone?
Well, I'm not that hungry, and I'm tired, so I'd prefer to be alone.
You're hungry, right? I'll make something that can be prepared quickly, so please let me in.
Fine. What bad timing.
It's not exactly a complicated dish, but let's have sukiyaki. It's what I wanted to eat. I bought the ingredients in a pot. I also brought some alcohol.
That's thorough preparation. And sukiyaki too? Since you're already in my room, I'll accept your kind gesture.
Leave it to me.
What is this feeling? Just a woman in an apron standing in the kitchen. But it makes me so restless. But what's gotten into me? That cool Shirai-san. After a while, Shirai-san and I enjoyed the sukiyaki together. Oh, it's delicious! You really splurged on the meat, didn't you? I feel bad.
Actually, today is my birthday.
Birthday? Shouldn't you be having a meal with someone else instead of me?
I live alone, so it's lonely to eat alone on my birthday.
But even so, isn't it weird to have a meal with me?
Let's put the birthday talk aside for now. Actually, I wanted to thank Sugiyama-san.
Thank me? For what?
I met Sugiyama-san once before I joined the company.
Oh, is that so? Where did we meet?
You don't remember? When I came for the job interview, I was nervous in front of the company and you kindly encouraged me. It's thanks to you that the interview went well.
Oh, now that you mention it, something like that did happen. Even so, you could have told me in advance that you wanted to thank me. It's not like you to forcefully come into someone's house like this. I'm not impressed.
I'm sorry, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm in a desperate situation, and time is of the essence.
What do you mean?
Sugiyama-san, you're looking for a marriage partner, right?
Huh? Well, eventually I do want to get married, but... Hey!
Am I not good enough? If you're looking for a marriage partner, I'm right here. So don't go on a date. Please do as you wish with me. I prepared myself for that today.
Hold on, let's calm down. What are you talking about, a date?
I heard it. During lunch break the other day, you said that you're going on a date with the woman you were introduced to in the company cafeteria. I know that you joined a marriage consultation agency.
Wait a minute, that conversation...
When I heard that, I couldn't concentrate on my work anymore. That's why I've been waiting in front of your house today, even though I knew it was forceful. I thought I had somehow redirected your feelings towards me.
I always thought Shirai-san was such a cool woman, but I'm surprised to see how openly you express your emotions. It caught me off guard.
I've liked you, Sugiyama-san, since the job interview. Even after joining the company, you who are caring and considerate towards someone like me who's not cute and unfriendly made me like you even more.
I'm really happy about your feelings, Shirai-san, but to begin with, the premise is wrong.
What do you mean?
I haven't registered with a marriage consultant agency, and I don't have plans to go on a date with anyone.
But I heard it clearly when you were talking about it.
It's a misunderstanding. It was my brother who registered with a marriage consultation agency, not me.
Your brother?
Of course, he's the one going on a date with the woman he was introduced to.
Then I misunderstood on my own and got carried away. doing all these things without thinking.
Well, it seems to have turned out that way.
Please forget everything I said earlier. I've confessed and made a fool of myself. I wish I could disappear.
It was quite sudden, so I was definitely surprised.
I'm leaving now.
Wait a minute!
Huh?
You just said to forget everything, but does that also include forgetting about your confession?
No, I meant that from the bottom of my heart, so I don't want you to forget it.
Instead of leaving, why don't you sit down for a moment? I also have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Today was really surprising, but I was happy you wanted to have a meal with me on your birthday.
Huh?
Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've eaten a meal prepared by someone like this. Actually, it was the first time in my life that I had a home-cooked meal from a woman, except for my mother.
Really?
During my student days, I was focused on baseball, and it was difficult to make time for dating, so I kept getting rejected. Especially during my college days, I was exhausted from living in the dorms and being immersed in baseball. You confessed to me out of the blue, but I do have a good impression of you being dedicated to your work. However, I still don't know you well enough to say yes, so let's just be friends for now. Do you think that's okay?
But being just friends would make it difficult to become a lifelong partner, right?
Are you really that eager to take care of me?
Yes!
Well then, let's take it step by step. Let's start by talking and doing things together.
Understood.
All right, let's eat. Let's drink.
Yes.
Our confession, which started from a misunderstanding, brought us closer together. The following weekend, I invited Takaski and went out for drinks with Michi. You don't have to start as friends after being confessed to. You could just start dating. After all, Shirai-san is popular among the male employees, so you can't afford to be careless.
Huh? Really? I'm not friendly, though. I didn't know I was popular.
Because you do your work properly and you're reliable. Exactly. Normally, you wouldn't just give out a friend's address without permission, right? I told her because Shirai-san is serious. Besides, if I didn't do something like that, you would have remained completely oblivious to romance and your life would have been over. Be grateful. Oh yeah, about my brother. He seems to be getting along really well with a woman he met at the marriage consultation agency.
Is that so? Hearing that makes me want to crawl into a hole again.
It's good that you had a misunderstanding and received a confession. It's fate, isn't it? Yeah. And speaking of my brother, it seems he's successfully getting married. Right now, he must be ecstatic and choosing a wedding venue. I wonder when your wedding will be. Well, that will happen in due time. This guy is cautious and slow, so Shirai-san, you should take the initiative.
Well then, I still want to become a marriage partner from the beginning. Wouldn't it be faster to see if we can live together and make a judgment? If it's not possible, please reject me quickly. So let's live together, shall we?
Huh? Michi seemed to be in quite a hurry, but it might be just right for someone like me who is reserved. And it seems like I won't have to rely on a marriage consultation agency after all.